Hello everyone and welcome. Now these 4 cards I made on my live on Sunday night. It was the KCC live. I made that 5th one while I was watching Lala, and then I decided to turn the camera on and go ahead and record while I was making the rest of them. And I'm just filling in with the sketches that I didn't make that when I was on the live, and just kind of blowing up this paper. This was the full mystery kit that you get from Kendra when you are a VIP member of her patron. And so that's what this is. It included, I think I got 7 sheets of 6x6 pattern paper. I got some stickers, and I got a stamp set and a balloon die set in that kit. And these are just the remnants of the live the other night. And it's such a great neutral set of papers that I thought it would be good to go ahead and blow it up and to make a whole bunch of birthday cards that you could just use for anyone. I mean, it could be kids, adults, male, female, because it's just real neutral patterns. And so I thought, might as well just blow it up. And I don't like to have a bunch of scraps or pieces, parts of kits laying around in my craft room. I really like to blow them up. Even though I do, a video every day and I get a lot of products, I try to keep my craft room minimalist. You've seen my craft room videos, and I think for somebody that makes videos every day, it's not a crowded hoarder type space. It's just not. I just like to keep it really clean, and in doing that, I try to blow up these things and get them out of my craft room so that I don't have storage issues, and I can keep kind of a minimalist look to my room. So that's part of why I do that. And I like working with the scraps and just using them all up. Now, I've got several sheets here. It's not like just scraps that I'm working with. But I am using the scraps from the earlier cards. But anyway, that's just me. I've been watching a lot of craft room videos because I enjoy doing that. It's kind of fun to see, the areas and stuff that people work in. But so many of them are just so full, and I don't know how you manage all that stuff and how you know what you have, and literally what are you going to do with all that anyway. So I'm trying not to get in that situation, although I do have several things. I don't have a room that is so cluttered you can't see what you need or find what you need or whatever. I have been going through, if you caught that video, and organizing, my dies by types. If you saw that video, I used dividers and kind of sectioned them off. I had like flowers, I had like scenery, I had food and drink, I had borders and backgrounds, and just kind of organized them that way so that if I'm needing, a particular die, I can go straight to it and find it. Now, I did that with all of my spellbinders, and got it all separated out. I keep my products by company, but I need to go through my cat scrappiness and organize it. I did go through and kind of pull the collections together and got them together, but I have, other dies that weren't part of a collection that I need to put in an organized way as well so that I can pull them out. So I need to do that. Anyway, I'm just talking through these sketches. You guys have seen me do these sketches. These are Kendra's Card Challenge sketches, and we're working on KCC 17. She has a new challenge every quarter. And so, these are the sketches for that. If you haven't checked it out, you can just go to kendrascardchallenge.com and check that out and, participate with it. But I think a lot of my followers are already aware of this just because I do so many videos with them. But anyway, I thought this HB2U was kind of fun that I'm laying down on here. I stamped it and embossed it a couple times, and I'll put it on a couple cards. I'm still trying to figure out how I can use this banner. Eventually, I will figure it out. And these are just stamped images that I stamped and embossed, and I'm just going to add those on there. So everything I'm working with essentially is from that kit. I don't think I brought anything extra in. I may have embossed a panel or used a die to, center out a panel or something, but otherwise it was all included in what she sent. So I'm just getting these balloons laid down on here. Anyway, so back to my organizational style or whatever. I just visually have to have a clean and organized space. I'm still struggling with, I've got the cube bookshelves, and I've got those bins in there, and I'm still struggling. I keep looking every day thinking that I want to get some type of closed off cabinets so that when I look at it, I'll just see a door instead of, I don't know, it's just visually something that's kind of annoying me. I don't know if you guys get like that or not, but just would rather have an uncluttered view. Anyway, but that's just me. And right now I've got my curtains up in my craft room too, and that's another thing. I'm waiting for, the weather to turn so that I can bring those down, because I like to have just an open view into my backyard. I enjoy that as well. So anyway, just weird conversations for today's video, but I just figured I didn't need to talk about the sketches because you've seen them before, probably seen them before, or, seen me pull them together. And so I've got this set, and then the set that Daria and I are working on our Monday mornings. And I already did a set for January. And of course, then I do the one and two off cards that I do on the hops. So I'm making good use of this challenge, just doing these. But they're so, they're just so fun to have the sketches to just sit down and work with. But anyway, and I didn't have time to work with some of my new products. So I'm hoping, I've got stuff laid out on my desk now as I do the voiceover for tomorrow's video. That's going to be some new product from Spellbinders. We're going to work with some floral dyes in the upcoming days. I actually think I'm going to go live. I have a live that I'm going to do Thursday night for Craft and Kimmy. She had a little event that she wanted to do, and so I committed to doing a live on a Thursday night. So I'm going to do that tomorrow night. So that should be interesting. And I really need to prep for that. So I think, because I think I'll have to do some coloring because, she's got stamps. And so I'll have to stamp them out and do some coloring on them, I think. And I think it'll be fun. So anyway, here's another card, and I'm just going to keep going and just get as many of these done. And this sketch here has kind of got a lot of parts, so I'll be doing a lot of cutting and pulling some pieces in for this, because this one has got a lot of little bits and pieces, and you got some layering going on, so we'll pull everything in for it. And you can see I'm just cutting each sketch on its own and not using these 6x6 cutting guides for it. So we were getting our vacations planned for the year. Looks like we're going to have some fun trips this year, Lord willing, and I'm getting excited for that. We're going to have the opportunity to vacation with both sets of kids at different times, so that'll be fun. Looking forward to that. Plus, looking forward to some better weather. We've had some crazy weather across the United States this past month. I mean, just like winter storm after winter storm after winter storm. So I'll be glad to get through that. We're supposed to have some weather again today, so should be interesting to see what happens. I can hear the wind outside the window just howling away. So the wind has picked up, and I suspect that it's going to be blowing in that storm that they were talking about. So we'll see. Hopefully there won't be any tornadic activity. I don't think we'll have it in our area, but I was watching Ryan Hall, and he was concerned that there may be some of that when these different fronts meet each other. So there may be some of that in some of the areas. But I thought this was fun, just a real simple happy birthday. Put a little cupcake on the bottom. And, you could use that card for just anyone. I'm just getting my bits together so I can make my next one, and we'll get it going. So I finally got a chance to go out with my best friend and my sister. We were going to go out last week, and then we got that snow, and we just didn't want to get out. And so we were able to get out last night and go get some Mexican for dinner and just visit and catch up with each other, and it was fun. It seemed like we sat at the restaurant for a long time just chatting away and just enjoying each other's company. And we've decided that we want to have like a girls' night, like a slumber party. And so I told him, and it'll probably be we'll probably do a craft roulette, watch craft roulette, or maybe craft or something and everything. I told him Pat had some trips coming up, so I would figure out what day and we'll plan it. So we're going to have a little slumber party, and it'll be a little crafty slumber party in which we make cards or something. I don't know. Who knows what we'll do. Sometimes we do directed paintings, and we might do that as well. So I've got several canvases and plenty of paint, so we might do that. That'll be fun. So I'm just going to fussy cut this birthday out so that it won't take up as much space on my card sketch. So just get this trimmed down. And this is, essentially the same happy birthday that I put on the other one, but I needed the square for the other card. And this one I'm just going to cut down so that I can lay it on my little half circle. I'm going to pop it up. So anyway, that's basically what I've been up to. We're all just anxious for the weather to break. I did see somebody out on their golf cart the other day, and it was like 26 degrees, and I was just cracking up. But they did have the cover over it. You can get these hooded covers that you can put over the top of your cart. They did have that on there, but I thought, oh my goodness. And it was night too. I was like, I was surprised that they were out in the cart in the cold weather at night, but they were. So anyway, I know everybody's probably anxious to get back out on their carts. We've got ours in the garage, and it's all loaded down. We winterize a lot of stuff, and so we've got some stuff, inside the garage that we don't normally have in there, and sitting around the golf cart. So I couldn't get mine out right now if I wanted to anyway. So just trimming this down. I just struggle with get my card bases to, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know if it's user error or the actual case, where they cut it. But anyway, I think I'm chatting on a live or something. That's why I keep reaching up there and doing that. So anyway, we'll just work on getting this other one together and crank these babies out. And I'm really just keeping, the red, the blue theme going together. I could introduce more green, I guess, if I wanted to, but I'm just kind of sticking with this red and blue concept here and using up all the paper that she included in there. There were some kind of like some teal greens, I guess, that I was bringing in, but I was thinking you could use some brighter colors if you wanted to with this paper. And here's where I get to use the banner. I'm like, I found a card I can put the banner on. So I'm just going to drape it across there, and then we'll just cut that one off. And I think it works well with this sketch. And I've got that banner stuck to my glass mat, and it did not want to come up. I had to eventually take water and get it off of there. But I'm going to stamp a sentiment on this green here. some bringing in my Misty. I don't know what I'm doing. I must have, maybe I have something on there that I need to clean or whatever. But I'll trim this paper down, get it the size that I need, and then we'll stamp happy birthday on here. And I like that font that happy birthday's in. I think that's a nice little stamp to have in your set. I think it's a fun happy birthday. And I'm just going to get that laid down on there. Gotta just bring in some of those enamel dots and get them put on all of these cards because I had forgotten to use them. And so I'm just gonna start putting some dots on all of the sketches that I've done here. And then I think this will pretty much wrap it up for the video. And I've got several cards here that I can use. I did send, I think I might have mentioned, I did send all my Valentine cards to work with my sister so she could sell them. Anyway, so here's all that I created with the Mr. Kit that Kendra sent to me, and I think they turned out fun. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.